Our first Mixolydian loop is on page 22. Now we've already seen the A7 pattern, but now we're going to add the D chord and the E chord. Well, if you look on the second measure, you'll see the D7 pattern, and it's also up in the chords as well as in the tab. Very similar to the A7 pattern, except now we're plucking up on the first string and the third string with the index and middle fingers, and plucking down on the D string, which is the fourth string. Otherwise, the frets are the same. So the D7 shifting between the second fret, the third and fourth fret, and the fifth fret before moving down again. Only using the index and middle to pluck up and the thumb to pluck down. Now, if you go to the very end, you'll see that we also have an E7 chord as the 5 chord. This is a little different. If you look at that for a second, both in the tab and up on the chord diagram, you'll see that this looks like an E7, the first beat. Only now the index fingers plucking up on the 5th string and the middle fingers plucking up on the 3rd string. That alternates with the 6th string. So you've got 1 and. The second beat, the first finger slides up to the 2nd fret on the 3rd string, and now the 3rd finger on the left hand picks up the 5th string, 4th fret. You pluck those together. And then the 6th string, open, and then beat 3 goes up to the first finger picking up the 3rd string, 4th fret, and the second finger picking up the 5th string, 5th fret. That's our E7 against the 6th string open. So now the last measure, E7, sounds like this. Hold right there for the E7. So to review, we've got our A7, like our example. The D7 moves everything one string towards the treble. And then the E7 at the very end goes from an E7 up to the 2nd and 4th fret, 3rd and 5th strings, and then the 4th and 5th fret, 3rd and 5th strings, and holds there. Now this is an 8-measure pattern, not a 12-measure pattern, so keep that in mind. I'll call out the chords the first time, and the second time I'll just play it through. So here is Mixolydian Loop number 1. 2 and 3 and 4, A7, over to D, back over to A, back over to D, back over to A, and ending on E7. Repeat.